Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm so happy to be here again with you. I'm gonna sing a couple of songs so to prepare our environment, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna sing song song to Mother Zephyrina. Source of love that reigns in our power cold nights, so supporting comfort, caskets from down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their hearts, with love in their hearts. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in our Lord. The solution lies in our Lord. Oh, my mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings, make us no son a good Christian, make us no son a good Christian. Now, good old man. I'm not talking about myself, old man. I'm talking about our brother Bezerra de Menezes. Blue crystal eyes, colors of the sky, bushy beard, Santa Luca light, shine on your brothers on earth, suffering, living joy, or in pain. Crystal eyes, color of the sky, green bushy beard, Santa's look alike. Shine on your brothers on earth, suffering, living joy, or in pain. This is apostle of the good, receive our praise and also our heart. This is apostle of the light, place our pains at the feet of Jesus Christ.
Wherever you are, glowing seeds of love, as our Master Jesus taught. You will see that behind every sight there's a flame shining bright, tiny spark created by God. I will follow your path, Father, 'cause nobody's alone in life, and the scars of my destiny will be healed by your love. Disseminate wherever you are, glowing seeds of love, as our Master Jesus taught. As our Master Jesus taught.
Another day, another flower, another minute past the hour. Someday the sky is blue, and suddenly we can't see through. And every day is a fresh new start, when the sun turns off the moonlight. We get another chance to choose the route we want to cruise, and on the other side of the mountain there's always a whole new route, a new beginning calling after every end. There are a million reasons to pick you up after every fall. It's always a win in the new round. On the other side of the mountain there's always a whole new route, and the new beginning calling after every end. And there are a million reasons to pick you up after every fall. It's always a win. It's It's always a win in the new round. It's always a win in the new round. It's always a win in the new round.
When I go in to pray, I look for my good Jesus. And when I close my eyes, I can feel all His light. I open my heart for all He has to say. He shows me the best way I can enjoy my life. Jesus, Jesus, they never we apart. Please bring all your light to shine inside my heart. Jesus, Jesus, I can be content. I have your endless love and your protecting hand.
Hello, everyone. I hope you like the songs that help us to concentrate, to prepare our environment. So, before we start, I'd like to say thank you to all of you and say that you are welcome to our public meeting. So, before of anything, I'd like to share some announcements with you. First of all, if it's possible, turn off your phone notification. Find a quiet place so you can pay attention in all the message that you are bringing tonight. We also would like to say to you that our meeting has a format of 30 minutes presentation plus Q&A. So you are invited to make comment, to ask questions in the chat. Everybody is welcome, so feel free. We also would like to say that after this, after the presentation, we have our spiritual treatment that consists in passes and magnetized water. So we invite you to set aside a container of water so everybody can be benefit from. We'd also like to let you know that our public meeting is being retransmitted today by Continental Conference America through the Facebook and will be retransmitted every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. by Kardec Radio through their Facebook and YouTube, and also our Facebook, our YouTube. And now I have a special invitation. Would you like to learn a little bit more about Spiritism? Yes, because we already started a free course online where everybody is invited to study with us. This happens every Saturday, 5:15 p.m. East side. So we already gonna go to the second class. Is gonna be about Jesus. So if you have any question, who was Jesus? Why he came? What Jesus Christ represent to us? So come and enjoy with us this opportunity to study Spiritism. I'd like to share another thing. Did you know that we offer uh, gospel at home virtually? Yes, we can offer. And if you are interested, you have just to fill it up the chat. You can contact us and we can participate with you, and we're going to motivate and guide you to establishing and maintaining a gospel at home. I study meetings. By positioning the chat, you can request it. Feel free to let us know. And also, we have vibration. You know what's vibration? Everybody is welcome to include your name or a name of somebody else. If you want to send him good vibration, you can count on us. And you put the name in the chat, and we can dedicate some vibrations for this person that is in chat. So it's a confidential. Nobody's gonna need to know what the name, who puts the name. So you are welcome to indicate someone or put your own name. Okay, the person will be assisted by the good spirits. And tonight, our topic is going to be the chapter 20, Workers of the Last Hour. This reminds me a song, Workers of the Last Hour. And the topic is going to be 1, 2, 3. The last shall be first. And we will have our sister, Marcel, that now is living in Oshawa. So thank you, all of you. And I'd like to say that everybody is welcome to make any comment, ask questions in the chat below. So feel free. We're going to be very happy to try to answer your questions. Okay? And now we would like to invite Marcel, and she will be hosting the presentation tonight, and also she will do our opening prayer. So as you know, every time we start a meeting or anything, we pray before. So welcome, Marcel. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm better now. You're here with us. I'm very happy to see you, and I hope the good spirits bring you a good inspiration to bring us new things, or like make us to understand a little bit more about the gospel, Jesus Christ gospel. Okay,
Thank
feel
you.
free. I'm gonna be back as
Okay.
soon as we finish, and I already have some questions. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you,
See you
Marcel.
soon. You're welcome. Good evening, everyone. So I invite who is comfortable for to close our eyes, elevate our thoughts. Master Jesus, we thank you for the opportunity to be here one more Tuesday to study and learn more about Spiritism. Thank you for everything you have done for us, and we ask your protection and your love. Please inspire us so that we can always have the best word, the best action, and the best thought in the face of different situations in our lives. Please help us to be a better person and follow your example. I ask you for the inspiration for the tonight's talk, and I thank you for the protection and for everything. And please, I ask you, God, to stay with us today and always. So be it. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so as Publius said, our talk tonight is going to be the chapter 20, Workers of the Last Hour, and the items are going to be 1, 2, 3. The last shall be first.
So may the peace of Jesus be with each one of us, and we ask the good spirits to help us in this study that we are going to do, inspiring and intuiting us. So let's go for this. Okay. So in the first lesson of this chapter, we will study one of the Jesus teachings called Workers of the Last Hour. So to begin with, let's read a parable told by Jesus, taken from the book of Matthew, the Gospel. And after that, we will reflect on these elements and try to understand it. Okay, so let's do our reading. The kingdom of heaven is like the father of a family who went out at daybreak in order to hire workers to work in his vineyard. Having agreed with the workers that he would pay them 1 denarius per day, he sent them to the vineyard. He went out again at the third hour of the day, and seeing others who were in the square not doing anything, he said to them, "You go also to my vineyard, and I will give you what is reasonable." And they went there. Again, he went out at the sixth and ninth hour of the day and did the same. And having gone out of the 11th hour, he found others who were without anything to do and said to them, "Why have you stood around all day without working?" They told him that it was because no one had hired them. He then said to them, you too go to my vineyard." And then everybody was working. When evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to one who was taking care of his business, "Call the workers and pay them from the last to the first." Thus, those who had to not come to the vineyard except when the 11th hour was near received 1 denarius each. Those who were hired first came in their turn, believing they would be given more, but each one received no more than 1 denarius. Upon receiving it, they complained against the father of the family, saying, "This last worked only 1 hour, and you have made them equal to us who bore the load and heat of the day." But in response, he said to one of them, "My friend, I have done you no wrong. Did you not agree with me on 1 denarius for a day's work? Take what belongs to you and go. As for me, I wish to give to the last as much as to you. It is not permitted to me to do what I want? And is your eye evil because I am good? Thus, the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. For many are called, but few are chosen." So this is for Matthew chapter 20, verses 1 to 16. So, about this story, we can think that it describes an apparently unfair situation, equal pay for unequal work hours. The vineyard owner paid more to the workers with fewer hours worked, indicates a connection between material life and spiritual life. Because sometimes we spend lots of time in the Spiritist center doing charitable work, but our hearts are not vibrating with goodness. So it's not the quantity of time that matters, but how you use your time. If you did it to do good with goodwill, and if you made every effort to improve yourself or ourselves, if we do, because we spend lots of time in charitable work or in a spiritist center. It doesn't mean that we are a good person. We can be a good person doing that, but if we, from the bottom of our heart, are we doing all of efforts to become better, to do the right thing always? So here are the parable elements. The father of a family, it's God. The vineyard, the universe, the workers are the human beings. Work in the vineyard, work for the good. The hours, any period of time, could be any incarnation that we have, could be this incarnation or the last one. And the salary is the happiness. So we need to do like to relate the real life to this parable, the story that was in this parable. So if God is just, how can we compare him to the vineyard owner? So, oh gosh, I think I put too much. Sorry, let's come back. Okay, okay, I'm sorry. So, in an analogy with our reality, who are the first and the last? What do we think? So, Moses and the prophets, all the initiators who marked the stage of progress, apostles, church fathers, sages, and philosophers, and finally the Spiritists. So the first hour workers are Moses and the prophets. The calls can be observed in the first divine revelation. Among all the teachings, the Ten Commandments are the ones that best summarize the calling. Within them, there are 10 rules, 10 orders for us to accept God's words. Each of the commandments conveys a moral lesson which can still be relevant in today's world. The second hour workers were the apostles, the martyrs, the fathers of the church, and the philosophers. This can be summarized in the second divine revelation, in which Jesus was the herald who brought us the good news, the message of love. The calling was given to all, but just few listened. And all of us who are currently incarnated can be considered the last ones, especially the Spiritists, those who have received more knowledge, because the promised consoler brought the foundations for a better understanding of reality and living with one another. So we need to think that we are the last ones. And waiting for work, because we are talking about the work in the parables, okay? So we are going to talk about the goodwill, the measure of the soul, and the right way to wait for the work, the God's work. So, how do we behave in relation to waiting for work? Are we blaspheming against God? Do we indulge in idleness? To make waiting productive, it is essential to trust in God and remain in constant activity, whatever type it may be. So if we have lots of free time, we need to do something and we need to be useful. It's so good to think that we are useful. We can help people. We can have people close to us, or maybe the ones that are not close to us. Okay. And in the wait for work, measure of the soul is tested. So, in the absence of occupation, we may resort to vices, to criminality. So, however, nothing remains untouched by natural laws. Deviation requires adjustment. So, the correct way to wait for work is to be resigned to God's will. In this moment, try to remember a passage from the gospel that exhorts us to patience. There is no burden that we cannot bear. So let us actively wait through study, reading, and charity towards others. So there are many things that we can do to help the others, to work for God, to serve God. And a good spiritist is recognized by their acts of helping and comforting others, by their work for good without elevating their own interests above the divine work. So, is am I doing everything that I can do to help my friend, to help my neighbor, to help people who are I don't know. I don't know who they are, but I know that they are suffering, they're struggling. So if I can help someone, why not? We are talking about work, but what is work according to Spiritism? The Spiritist book, the part 3, moral laws, talk about law of work. So work is a divine law, and any useful occupation is considered work. So we should always occupy our time and our thought. We should be useful to those around us and to our society. Let's do our part so that we can evolve as best as I can. It's our responsibility to do this, to evolve ourselves. We cannot waste more time because we are in transition for the regenerate world. So if we don't um, take this time, take this life to do the best as we can, maybe we can reincarnate in another world, a primitive world. So it's up to us. And the Spiritist book, part 3, says about moral law, the law of progress. So humanity develops through its collective and personal efforts. Reincarnation allows us to experience evolutionary acquisition, and God provides us with the tools and resources, but does not do the work for us. So we need to do our job. It's our responsibility to do that. So I can't ask my husband, my sister, my brother to do the thing that I need to do. Okay, so I need to progress. It's God's law is one of the of progress. So we do not stand still. Let's keep going. Make every possible effort to progress and become better beings with fewer deaths when we go to our real life. So it's up to us if we're gonna take this opportunity that was given to us. in this life and do as much as we can, or when we discarnate, God, our conscience are gonna um, ask us, what did you do with your time? What did you do with everything you had on your hands to do to others, to evolve yourself, to progress? We cannot stay um, stopped. We need to go, to keep going. And what to do at the last minute. So if we are the workers of the last hours, what should we do? So being useful in the task you set out to do, doing things with commitment and moral ethics, helping those who need us. In short, to do well what we came here to do, because many are called, but few are chosen. And if I want to be chosen, I need to do my best. This is the thing that I really need to do. And everybody needs to think about and reflect about this, because there is no more time to waste. We need to think and to do uh, as much as we can. So, in conclusion, today is going to be a short talk. I'm just finishing my talk. Let us enter Spiritism, but let it also enter us. Let's not deceive ourselves to be chosen. We have a lot of work to do. The kingdom of God does not come with external appearances. There is uh, there there is a need for us to be wearing the wedding garment. So if we see by our side, we always have an opportunity to do good. There's always something to do. If you say, I don't have money to do charity, you can do charity. Listen a friend, you can do charity. Being patient, praying for someone, especially the ones who hurt us. This is the best thing. The forgiveness is the thing that God asks for us. We need to forgive our brothers and sisters, our neighbors. Because if you want to be, if you want to God to forgive us, we need to do the same with the others, right? So why am I want all the best for me, but I don't want the best for my friends, for my neighbor, right? So there are many things to do. So it's up to us to think, to reflect, and start right now. Don't waste any more time. Start right now doing the things. Work for God, because if you want to be chosen, you need to start now. Maybe there will not be another opportunity to do that. So we need to think. And let's do our part to be good spiritists. And to finalize, oops, I brought a little quote from the Bible. Oh my gosh, sorry. Okay. But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. So God knows everything. Everything happens for a reason, and nothing remains untouched by God's law. Remember that I said. So He knows everything. He knows our heart. So we need to involve ourselves, to work hard, to become a better person, and to be chosen. Okay, so thank you so much. I think was the fastest talk.
Yeah, maybe the faster talk, but a lot of questions. I have questions here, and looks like the same thoughts about. I'm gonna just put here a comment,
Mhm,
and after I'm gonna do the questions. Okay. So this is Anna from Anna Oliveira from USA. She
mhm,
said, "Thank you for remind us about the importance of work and to be great thankful to all that came before us and the work they have done." So when she said that, it's because we know the Spiritism started in 1857, and a
mhm.
lot of people already work bringing to us those knowledge, and we have to be thankful because it's an opportunity to us. So I have the question based on that, because
Mhm.
you mentioned that there, uh, that we are considered the last workers, or workers for the last hour. When
Mhm.
you think about last hour, looks like something is ending, right? What is ending? Because you talk about the first ones was
Mhm.
the prophets and all these people. Jesus Christ brought the good news, and now we are the last ones, the workers from the last hour. So what it exactly means? What's happening with humankind? The last hour of what? The first question.
The transition, right? For the regenerate world that I said. So we need to take this opportunity to work as much as we can and respect every work that were done before Spiritism came, right? In 1857. So before this, that we said here in the talk, there were lots of people who brought to us the first revelation, the second revelation, and the third revelation. That it's the Spiritist. So Spiritism came to comfort us, to help us to go through this transition world the better way that we can. I don't know if I answer your
Yeah,
question.
answer my question. Very good. Like when you say transition, it means that we are going through a very a time that we cannot lost. That's the second comment that Anna did. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Marcel, there is no time to waste. Means there is no time to waste. So we have to take this opportunity and do something, like you said,
Yeah.
start forgiving our neighbors, start loving our neighbors, start doing something, some charitable work.
Yeah.
So it's very good. And one thing that is very interesting that you didn't mention,
Mm-hmm.
actually you mentioned something, but a charity can be done for anybody
Mm-hmm.
independent of religion,
Yeah.
right? We've seen a lot of different groups in the
Mm-hmm.
world helping people without without bringing the flag of religion. So
Yeah.
Spiritism also do this. For instance,
Mm-hmm.
like in September, we are like involved in a campaign, a world
Awareness. Yeah. Against. Yeah.
campaign
Suicide. Yeah.
yeah, to like to suicide, to prevent the suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a kind of program, a kind of charity that
Charitable. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
anybody can do it, and
Yeah.
like don't need to give money. Like sometimes, like you said, You just need to give your shoulder. You just
Yes.
have to
A
give
hug,
your
a smile,
attention.
right? Your
Again,
ears.
I'm smiling. So giving attention to somebody and talk, right? It's very important to us to understand this. This is a very special moment with
Yeah.
everybody is going through
Mm-hmm.
hard, but like we already have those invitation, we already have this knowledge, we start. So that's a good thing that we have on Saturdays, the school. So we start those opportunities. And I have to say thank you, Marcel, to remind us it's so good to work and how good this is for us that start doing something.
Yeah.
I
Thank you
really
for having
appreciate.
me.
Oh, I'm always like you when you're here. Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay, my
you.
sister.
Bye. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. So now we're gonna start preparing for the second part of our meeting. That is the spiritual treatment. What is this? What is PAS? PAS is a transfusion of spiritual energy with the goal of assisting with our physical, emotional, and mental balance. PASes help us to restore a state of harmony and peace by replacing negative energy with healthy, positive energies. Right? In order to receive the best benefits from passes, please follow the audio instruction or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes if you feel comfortable and help with mentalization. So during the pass, the water that we talked in the beginning that you put aside, so it's going to absorb all the spiritual energy that you and your family can be benefit from. So for this to start our treatment. So we also do a prayer. So it also is going to be our final prayer. So in this moment, excuse me, in this moment, I'd like to invite you, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes and mentalize Jesus Christ. Open his arms, open his heart to hug us. Jesus Christ, our brother and master. We'd like to say thank you for this beautiful opportunity to be here tonight, listening, learning your gospel, your words, your teachings. Allow the good spirits to be with us this moment in our home, benefiting all the spirits here, incarnated or discarnated. Master Jesus Christ, allow the soul to be treated and magnetize the water that we're gonna use so we can be benefit from. So be with us today and forever, and thank you.
Let us now prepare ourselves for the moment of the passes and the magnetization of water. Let's now calm our hearts, breathing in and out. Pay attention to your body. Focus on your breath and let yourself be carried by this energy. Let your thoughts pass by without judging them. Let them flow. Allow this light to be the beacon that guides you, and allow these words to penetrate your energy. Make each word an anchor of gratitude, faith, and trust. With the purpose of healing, which takes away my faith, healing every feeling of separation, of pain, let it all dissolve in this moment, leaving only love, gratitude, and trust. We ask God for the presence of our guardian angel and the friendly spirits who welcome us into this enlightened environment of our Spiritist Center. We open our plexus of love and forgiveness by mentalizing a light surrounding our hearts. Find a quiet and comfortable place to begin the mentalization process. Remove all worries from your thoughts. We ask that during the pass you breathe slowly and deeply. Let your body relax and surrender yourself to a deep meditation. Calmly imagine divine energies in soft and colorful light surrounding you in an environment of peace and spiritual warmth. Entrusting God with your most intimate desires, raise your thoughts to Jesus and the emissaries of the spiritual environment. The Pass begins with the cleansing of your soul. Imagine a waterfall of crystal clear water pouring over us, removing all the feelings that keep you away from faith and trust. Feel the energy of this water bathing you and deeply breathe in, feeling peace and harmony. Allow this water to wash away all the impurities and spiritual larvae, washing away all the sorrows and resentments, any feelings of hatred and revenge that hold us back and cause us harm, not only from this life, but past ones as well. Now visualize spiritual doctors around you, applying magnetic cleansing passes, sanitizing your spiritual body of all sadness and negative energy. Mentalize these negative thoughts and feelings being washed away, evaporating from your soul, like water evaporating into thin air, and being carried far away from your mind. Surround yourself with the faith that bathes your being, bringing clarity and lucidity, rebalancing every cell in your body. May the water envelop all pain and bring the clarity of opportunity that chooses peace. The answer arises in our hearts, freeing us from all evil and freeing all whom we have caused evil into and who have caused us evil. Washing away all the connections that bind us. Even though we may not understand, we are freeing ourselves from all that causes us harm. Feel this cleansing penetrate your soul and release. Now that we are spiritually cleansed, imagine yourself surrounded by the light of love from the hands of Jesus. At this moment, sing words of faith and gratitude, being faithful to the light that exists in me, planted by the zealous Father. Imagine the sunlight that surrounds and enraptures, freeing us from the chains of everything that holds us down, strengthening your faith. Allow yourself to trust in this light, surrender to it, involved in pleasant feelings and feeling relieved to receive the strengthening lights. Mentalize your spiritual mentors now applying divine light for the strengthening of your mind and your emotions, leaving you feeling emotionally revitalized. Let us now mentalize the magnetization of this water. May we mentalize all the friendly spirits, magnetizing this water and filling it with everything that our bodies, minds, and soul need, so that it may be of help to us when we drink it after the Pass. Thank you, God.
So we'd like to say thank you to all of you that was with us tonight, and remind you that we'll be next Tuesday here at the same time, 8:30 p.m. East. And I'd like to remind you too that all these all this talking, you can follow us in the Facebook page, Spiritist Canada Facebook page, and YouTube and Instagram. But also you can see those talks at the Kardec Radio and Wednesdays, and also with Spiritism Canada and Spiritist Group Path of Light. So we'd like to say thank you, everyone, and I hope I can meet you again on Saturday, 5:15, for our Get to Know Spiritism. Have a wonderful week, and see you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.
Come on, my friend, come to the light. Here with all our heart and soul, let's follow Jesus Christ. Let us preach the peace, let us preach the love. And this world already wonderful will be much more. Get up, look at the sky, in the earth where the flowers bloom with sunshine. Let's hold our hands and be together on this road. Then we take peace and love and spread it to the world.